What's up, everybody? Getting the boat ready here to go do a little fishing this evening, and kind of wanted to show you what we use for walleye fishing this time of year. Late summer, and it's a little harder than it is earlier in the year, but I'll show you some of the basic stuff we use real quick here. First, I'll show you the boat though. This is the old G3. It's been a good little boat for me. I'm ready to upgrade into a walleye style boat, but anybody that's fished with me knows that this motor here is named Crispus Attucks, and if you ever go with me, I'll explain that story. There's not a lot to it, but it's kind of a funny name anyways. But this time of year, we do a lot of trolling, pulling planer boards. So here are some of the lures we use. I always start off with River to Sea because we work with them. But like any lure, they don't always work. So sometimes trolling, we got to switch out. Ideal day, this is going to catch fish and we never have to switch. But this is the River to Sea Goon. It's a deep diver. It'll go between, 18 to 25 feet, somewhere in there. But we have all kinds of different lures, as most trolling guys do. These are all custom paints here by Get Bit Fishing and Michael Parks. These are Storm Thunderstick Juniors. We've got this Storm, it's either a rattle tot or a Hottentot, rattle tot. So that's a kind of a neat looking lure. I think that's one of their trout colors. This is one of my good friends. He says this is his favorite lure by far. This is a Bandit in khaki. And then I really like the bomber lines. This is a bomber long A. And then your classic, man, Berkeley flicker minnow. And then also the Reef Runner. Reef Runners are big on Lake Erie. Them guys up there really like those. So those are kind of more your deeper diving ones when you need to target fish that are in like 18 feet. You get a little shallower. Here you got flicker shads. These are great because they don't have to go back so far. They can go back like 65 feet. Storm smash shads, Berkeley flicker minnow. And then of course, again, River to Sea. These are the jerk shads. They're a great little trolling lure too. Again, I always start with these. If I don't have to switch, great. I'd always prefer to catch my fish on River to Sea baits. This is the small Reef Runner. You got your Matsuos, and then a couple. This is also a custom Get Bit. And this little guy here, these Rapala scatter wraps became great lures for us on Lake Erie. I was surprised. I had not ran those a lot, but a good friend of mine, Chad Martin, kind of turned me on to those. And then your classic here, shad wraps. And, I'm a big shad wrap guy. I really like them. They run good. They're, right out of the box. You rarely have to tune them. And then same thing with the Storm Smash Shads. I like those a lot too. But those, if you need to run anywhere from 10 to 15 feet deep or shallower, 8 foot, you can run all these. Like I said, I like them that you don't have to go back so far. You have less line to reel in, less line to get tangled. And then sometimes some of these smaller square bill style crankbaits work too. It just depends on the day. These are both River to Sea biggies and biggie smalls, or biggie papas. And I like those a lot also. But trolling cranks doesn't always work. It just depends on the day. Sorry for the noise. Archer man's on his four-wheeler. So another thing we do a lot this time of year are jigging wraps and blade baits and spoons. These are all different brands, different manufacturers and stuff. I stick with Northland as often as I can. This is the Northland Live Forage version, both of those. And then this is the older version of the Northland Puppet Minnow, and it's a jigging wrap style bait. And then something that's kind of new are these blade baits. These are really good baits too. And you can fish all those basically vertically right under the boat. And then, we'll usually run church planer boards, 4 rods on church planer boards, and then we'll run 2 down rods with bottom bouncers and spinner rigs. And I go with these Northland bait fish versions blades. They're great. They come in a million different colors. They're just really nice looking. They have good flash. But yeah, those go on your spinner rigs. So that's basically the baits we use this time of year. A lot of guys troll at night. Oh, another one I forgot to mention is the classic jig and crawler. This is an all-year bait. You're going to catch a lot of the other trash fish right now, white bass and you know, sheephead and catfish, but you can always put that on with a night crawler, and you're usually going to at least catch some walleyes. And of course, we always run all of our baits on Phoenix rods. You can see here I've got them all tied up for this afternoon's trip. I've got a flicker shad going. This is going to have a bottom bouncer. We got some jigging wraps and a spoon. So we're going to get out and hook up our church boards and get going here after a bit. I got the boat all cleaned up yesterday, even spot treated the carpet, which I've never done before. Tan carpet and live bait don't go real well together, so my next one's going to have gray or black carpet. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of show you the baits we use this time of year, and hopefully you guys can get out and catch some fish this weekend or the rest of the summer. So for Willowpine Outdoors, I'm out of here. If you got a minute, give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Willowpine. Check us out on Instagram at Willowpine Outdoors. Subscribe to us here on YouTube, and check out our website, www.willowpine.net.